on YouTube, YouTubers, fellow truckers, and the whole nine. It's your boy, MD Transport, aka Melly Mail, aka Rookie Trucker. Ways to go. Yes, sirree, Bob. Reporting live from somewhere in New Jersey. First of all, I want to shout out my kids at home. They're probably watching right now. Love you guys. And obviously my beautiful wife. I just want to throw this little video out there. Throw some meat to the vultures out there, to the consumers that find answers and whatnot watching videos. I think it was Massachusetts, yeah, somewhere in Springfield, or Chicopee, Massachusetts. I went by a school, tractor trailer school, and I saw the top of my head around 20 drivers, obviously, you know, taking the test or in the track, you know, in the school. Outside and stuff, you know, dealing with the trucks. So I just, you know, I don't know, it just pushed me to, I was trying to record the video after I had the heading and all that. I couldn't go back, or I could, but I was like, let me just leave it there, go live. But, you know, it motivated me to say, to you know, record this or go live so I can share with new drivers and newcomers that probably find answers like I did on YouTube and find what, you know, they do the research, YouTube, watching videos and whatnot, just like I did with the big, great YouTubers out there, the truckers, fellow truckers. Anyways, so I, you know, like I said, I just want to throw this out there for them. Obviously, I was once new and to trucking, and I still am, but obviously 4.5 years, I've learned quite a few things. But you know, just for you guys, man. I know I've said it in some other videos that I made. Obviously, do your research, man, and you know, don't find anything that you know, anything that you find on whatever site or video or whatnot. Just don't find that as or keep it as a guide for you or something like that. But like I usually put it, you know, take the meat out and throw the bone out, just like I did, and a lot of truckers out here did too. But anyways, but one thing that I do want to stress to you drivers, new drivers and stuff, whatever you do, it's gonna teach you your next move, your next move, or your next plan, or whatever you want to do in your, you know, in your career, in your life. just remember that you do have to obviously start from scratch and take everything in. Don't rush yourself. Ask questions like, I don't know. It's just a lot of, you gotta ask questions. Do not hesitate to ask questions. Some of them will make sense, some of them will not. Obviously, you know, just let them go. But ask questions. Watch other drivers and things like that. But as far as experience out here on the road, I cannot tell you or anybody that's even the so-called super truckers or the veterans out here, whatever they do out here and tell you to do and this and that, none of that stuff. Some of the stuff could probably stick, but when it comes to experience, real hands-on experience, obviously it's not like the real world. So whatever you do, that's what I say, whatever you do, you know, try to get as much as experience as you can. Try to soak, you know, like a sponge, all the stuff that you in the daily routines and things like that, and just soak it in. And obviously, man, listen, till this day, 4.5 years, I get on this truck, you know, not just the same truck, but on a truck, and every morning or wherever I get on, 4.5 years, mind me, I still get excited. I still feel that, you know, that vibe or whatever you want to call it, adrenaline pump through my body, like, you know, like if I was new, for the, like if it was the first time. So I understand, and that's why I'm saying that whatever you do, wherever you go to, whatever it is, man, just soak that in, you know what I'm saying, and just, you know, apply it to your, you know, to your experience, to whatever you do, to your actions and whatever. A lot of people catch bad habits out here, man, and it's easy to do that. Some of these big companies, and I'm not going to throw them, you know, under the bus or whatever, who am I? But obviously they do spoil drivers. Automatic shit, transmissions, and blah, this and that, and you guys probably know. But so it's, you know, it's kind of tempting to just, I don't know, just get your mind off what you really want to do, and that's, you know, get experience. At least to me, that's, you know, what it does. All these gadgets and things and whatever you want to call them in the truck. But new drivers, man, new drivers. This is nothing to play with. This is nothing to play with and mess around with. Obviously, it's your career, it's your life, man, it's your future. If you have a family, you know, it's so take in whatever you can take in from any situation, any job experience, anything. It will help. Believe me, it will help. One little example of when I was in school, I was doing straight truck driving. It didn't require CDL, but you know that I've learned a lot. decided to go for my license and you know, for my CDL, commercial driver's license. Even in my own vehicle, in my four-wheeler, we truckers call it. When I was going to school, I was like, you know what? This is it. I'm going for the big leagues. So I have to start watching myself and preparing myself, you know, to come into the big leagues. So to be honest, I didn't even, before I got my CDL, I didn't even knew about some of the major highways in the U.S. I didn't even know about north, south, east, west, black, blue, black, whatever. You know, even the ones around where I live, I didn't even know the speed limits. I just freaking, you know, it's like, you know, you're like a computer. Me, I was, you know, 65, you know, so you don't even pay attention to the, when you get into a major interstate, you just automatically think it's 65. But when I first started going to school, I prepared myself. I was like, man, like I said, I'm jumping into the big leagues, so I got to start thinking different, you know, positive, you know. So I started paying attention to that. I would just put the cruise control on, you know, if it was 55, 60, whatever the heck it was, boom. And I would not go the speed limit, not even a mile over the speed limit. And believe me when I tell you, it helped me a lot. Because obviously you have to, when you're in a truck, it's not the same thing. You know, it's obviously, you know, you're hauling 80,000 pounds, sometimes even more if you do overweight or whatever. But so it's not the same thing. So you have to get that, you know what I'm saying, in there. You know what I mean, and keep in mind, you know, that you're not gonna be in a four-wheeler. You know, you're gonna be driving a big truck. So that helped me out a lot when I jumped into a truck. Taking care of, you know, paying attention to speed, to the signs and stuff, reading signs. In school when I was going, it was old, and I'm pissed because I couldn't remember his name the other day. I was talking about him. This teacher, whatever you want to call him, instructor at the school that I went to. He was, you know, he was a real good person, man. This older guy. He taught me a lot. And like I said, even before I had my permit, I was already training myself, you know what I mean, and trying to build that momentum, you know, that thought, you know, that you're gonna be driving a bigger equipment, heavier equipment, dangerous equipment. So yeah, I wanted to go back to that, you know, because I was saying about the straight truck too. So that one, then after that, so, you know, I started doing the straight truck, and I think I was in between this, you know, school and that job that I had. So yeah, that helped me a lot. Anything out here, and that's why I said to you new drivers, man, take everything in, soak it in. Anything will help. But as far as experience behind the wheel, to me, nobody can tell you anything out here. You have to experience it yourself. And when you get behind the wheel, you will understand what something that you have to, that's something that you do have to pay in mind and pay attention to. It's like a routine. But any other stuff, outside of that is you know what I mean? It's the real deal. Anyway, so new drivers. Yes, you have to obviously do research. Do your research homework. Don't be lazy. And so yeah, and I started thinking after I saw the kids in that class, which motivate me to make this video. I saw that, and I saw myself, man, and even 4.5 years ago, you know what I mean? To me, I don't know, YouTube truckers were out here like that, and if they were, I don't know, I wasn't watching them or whatever, but that's why